Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Tranquil Waters, and as promised, we are in October. I don't know if we got everything we needed to get done in September, but we're moving on. Time does not stop. Not even for farm. Well, actually, it kind of does for Farming Simulator if you want it to. But anyways, we're catching up to real time. It's November in real life, but we're getting close. We're getting caught up. I am juggling protocols. I am opening sockets, and we're running out of time. I have been watching way too much Jack Bauer and 24 reruns. What a great show. What a ridiculous show, but what a great show. It's so ridiculous, and but it is so good. It's Jack Bauer. I mean, Jack Bauer is like the most superhero dude. Anyways, hey, before we get cracking, because we do have some quite a few things to get accomplished here this month. First of all, happy Tuesday, everyone. My Monday sucked, but it's Tuesday, and it's gonna be better. But it's already gotten better, actually. It's actually Monday night, so officially I'm still, yeah, but you get the idea. I want to show you guys something that I stumbled across today. I think it was just released today. Not in the Giants Mod Hub. I'm sorry, console players. This one's not for you, sadly, but it is brilliant. I love it, and I'm going to be doing probably going to be doing a Mod Minute video on this because it's just so good. It's this collection of Farmall tractors, this X series, X6 series of International Harvester Farmall tractors, and it was converted. It's a convert. It's a conversion from FS19. It's by, oh shoot, who's it by? It's by Hawkeye Converting and Editing. There, TBG, I'm using my second monitor. See that? My mouse goes over here and off to the hand. I'm using my second monitor, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's by Hawkeye Converting and Editing. They have an itch.io page. I will try to remember to leave a link in the description below. I highly recommend you check this out. The modeling and everything is absolutely wonderful. But what makes it super really cool too is there are just a ton of options that you can do on these tractors. It's sweet. You can tell I'm excited, right? Wish I had these back on the old family farm. But yeah, it's the model has been cleaned up and added some personal elements, they say. The set has also been expanded to include, man, it's really hard to do this with bifocals, by the way. It's been expanded to include an 826 and an IH 2350 front loader, which I think we can see here. By the way, the log is completely clean. It's one of the first things I look at, and this baby is squeaky clean on all of them. Which is, thank you so much for that. The tractor has been completely redesigned with UDIM textures. I don't know what that means, but that's been done. Universal Donor in Michigan. Universal Department of Interior Moderations textures. The modder equipped this tractor with a manual transmission and a functional TA, which I'm going to assume is an automatic transmission just reversed. Transmission Automatica. It still has most of the same options as in FS19. Like I said, I didn't play a lot of 19. That's the one version I spent very little time on, so this is new to me. Maybe that's why I'm so excited. Except for different engine sounds. So yeah, different engine sounds. That sounds amazing, by the way. Since the script is not yet converted to FS22, and I didn't know how else to do it. So I think the conversion group that did this, this Hawkeye conversion team, did a great job. I didn't spend a ton of time looking at these things. Sorry, I'm just sitting there on the front loader. But if you like old Farmalls and you're interested in getting this, I'll leave a link in the description below. Leave a comment with them too. Let them know how much you appreciate the effort. There's just so many good options here. I don't want to get caught up in I'm gonna get caught up in this, aren't I? I'm gonna try and do, I mean, just it's just stinking awesome. I'm gonna try and do a mod video on this just to highlight it, but anyways, that being said, it's pretty sweet. Then there was another one I picked up. This is River Bottom Farms. Again, they have an itch.io site, and they came out with a new case, New Holland cornhead. Very, very nice job, actually. You know, something, you know, you look at something like this, you say, that's kind of simple, kind of basic, but you know what? They did a really nice job with it. Nice detail. Looks like it's folding as well. Of course, you've got the case and you've got the case in New Holland colors. This speed mod here, just ignore. That's separate. But yeah, this is also PC Mac only. Sorry, console players. Very, very nice. I think we're going to have to check this cornhead out at some point as well. Of course, if you've got the color configuration mod, you can make this kind of any brand you want. You'll still have to deal with the stickers, though. Anyways, so here's what we got to do. Sorry, thanks for indulging me. Just super geeked about that Farmall tractors. I love those old Farmalls, and I like playing. It's like I want to go out and I want to play a map just because for those tractors. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll revisit the old family farm again and see how Gwen's doing. We did that once. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. We did that once, and maybe we just need to do that again, you know? But before that, we need to move some milk. And I need to find our truck. That's the one thing when moving around with this Farm Manager mod. Whenever you move into another vehicle, if you've got Courseplay, it locks up your movement like this, so you have to kind of do the old thing like that. That's why I do that, in case you were wondering. Yeah, buddy. Let's get some lights on. Let's hit a wall. I saw a really cool YouTube video today on an old International. Oh, there's our tanker right there. On an old International cab over. The 9600 and 9700 series of cab overs. It's classic. 1986, I believe. It was 85 or 86, I think. Oh, they're so sweet looking. I don't know why I've got a love for cab overs, but I do. Speaking of, kind of apologize. I guess I really didn't promise anything. Plus, I really like this look. I don't know why I think that green metallic and gold and stuff just looks really good with this tanker. Maybe because somehow inadvertently that Garant kind of matches, is kind of matchy-matchy. I played some Bus Simulator 21 this weekend. Next Step, I think it's called. Is that what it's called? Next Step or something like that? Anyways, I ended up buying it. It was free to play for the weekend. They got me. I bought it. It was on sale. I bought the standard edition. I didn't pony up for the gold, but I did buy the school bus pack. I had to have the school bus pack. I'm probably going to be doing some videos on that, I think, here in the near future. We're going to be taking some kiddies to school. That ought to be entertaining to watch me drive. That map is chaos. It's just sheer chaos. That looks really good. Look how that water kind of bounces off that. It's all right. But yeah, that map is chaos. I'm bad enough at driving in these games, but when you add... Do we have anything in this thing at all? We need water. I think we need water for our cows. Oh, we do need some water. I don't think they take a lot though, right? So, I'm not the best at driving in games. I played GTA, Grand Theft Auto 5, and driving for me was great because you can just be a complete moron. And that worked out really, really well for me. I have no idea how much water. Let's grab about 10,000 liters. I think, if I remember right, these cows don't take a whole lot. And then, can you turn off the jakes on this thing? I don't think you can you? That would be one thing I would love. Wait, fold truck. What's that? Fold truck X. What's folding? Nothing. I don't think anything's folding. I was kind of hoping the cab was going to flip forward. That would have been kind of sweet. Unless I missed something here. Do I need to open... the tank? I guess not. Nothing's working. Okay. I think we're okay. Let's just go dump some water. See if we can get this water out here. See if we can get a marker. There it is. Oh, I could have taken a little bit more. Probably another 10,000 liters. That's okay. That'll keep them happy for a while. Speaking of water, actually, I think the monkey needs water. Oh, no? Okay. Wow. I'm kind of surprised. It does need straw, though. All right. We'll catch up to that later. Stay focused. Stay on point, Brad. Stay on point. But yeah, I'm loving 24. It's great. For you know, events happen in real time and all this stuff, and it was so innovative in a few ways, in several ways when it came out. And I'm enjoying watching reruns, no doubt. Can we get milk? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that's it. I think the cows are milked. They are indeedly doodly. Let's bring it over to the old homogenizer. Let's see if we can get oh, perfect. Of course it's going to work. This is the tanker Stevie gave us, I think, at the beginning. I don't think I bought a different tanker. I think I went with the one Stevie gives us. Sorry, I'm fumbling around a little bit. My apologies. Let's see here. Brad, you are hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, milk. So we do need to activate it, but check this out. This is kind of cool. So right now, the facility's looking kind of, you know, no fans, no nothing. Wrong button again, Brad. Come on now. And we have storing, which is what we want. Look at that, baby's fired up. We plugged it in. We plugged the power in. Down there it shows how much milk we have. We have 2 liters of homogenized milk. Very much looking forward to seeing how this works out for us financially. Once again, Brad, you have chosen the wrong... Oh, what is... There we go. I think I set this, didn't I, last time? Let's verify. I think it's called H milk. Millet. I passed it. Did I pass it? Did you all see it? Milkshakes. I think I passed it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I set it to trigger price at the highest price, which is $22.95. It is currently at $17. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is this current price $21.88? I think so. It's on its way down, sadly. I don't know how fast. I don't know how fast this thing is. My extra strength on? I didn't. Maybe it was on from last time. I don't know how quickly that thing produces homogenized milk, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. Maybe I should set it to sell automatically. What kind of price fluctuations happen with homogenized milk? Because if it's not too bad, we can just set it to sell and kind of call it passive if we want to. Brad, where's... Come on now, get it. Find that homogenized milk. Potatoes, H milk. Oh, you know what I just noticed? Wow, I think this order of this is the same as our price trigger mod. Interesting. So it looks like it goes all the way down to 1866 and all the way up to 22. That's like $400 maybe. Look at the drop from this month to, but we can wait till January. We'll have milk to sell in January. We'll wait. We'll just wait. We'll just wait on them doggies. I love new mods. And we haven't really had a ton of them lately, right? In the in-game mod hub. So whenever let me just see since we're here. Whenever I see, get an email that says, hey, there's somebody out on the old Itchster site that might have something you like, I always get kind of excited about it. We can sell, by the way, beauty. We can sell, look at that, almost perfecto. We can sell, Brad, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Where is the slurry? Yeah, I know. Slurry. 600 or 63,825 liters. We can always sell the slurry. We also have as a byproduct in one of our dealios here, we have digestate as a byproduct. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, digestate and slurry are one and the same. At least in the game they are. So, well, that's almost exactly what we have in the cow barn. That's kind of funny. So yeah, we can just leave the old... Oh, turn the lights off, Brad. Drain the batteries. Thank you very much. See, that would be kind of cool if Giants implemented that too. You know, battery drainage. I guess they kind of do on their electric vehicles, because you do have to charge those, don't you? So why not add that to all the vehicles and say, hey, you know, you leave your lights on without running them, you're going to wake up to a dead, you know, dead battery. So we are going to... it would probably behoove us to do a quick run around the silos just to see if I have maintained enough products in there, but I think we're okay for the morning. We'll just we'll look at those maybe later morning, early afternoon. I need to find our... Oh boy. I need to find... I feel like I put our corn head someplace special last time. And I feel like I said to myself, I'll remember where it's at. Oh, there it is right there. I see it. Okay. Let's go grab the corn head. We're going to knock the corn out first thing, I think. I think that'll be the quickest Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. I think that'll be the quickest and quickest and fastest. I guess they're the same thing. In order to get done here, our first harvest. We also have, what else do we have? We've got cotton. And what's our other one? That other field we bought. What the heck is that? Why can't I remember? Soybeans. Yeah, we've got soybeans and we've got cotton. Cotton should be ready to go too, I think. If I remember right. Yeah, cotton's ready to go. Beauty. Now, we might not turn right around and plant these fields. I know that's frustrating. It's frustrating for me. But I think it's going to behoove us to... Man, that's the second time I've used behoove. I don't know why I'm using behoove. But I think it will... It kind of fits, I guess. It will behoove us not to, I think, because we need sugar beets and potato. Look at how beautiful that cornfield is early in the morning with the sun. Isn't that gorgeous? It's one thing this game has significantly improved on are the graphics. Absolutely 100%. I just, even for my own desktop. Do I have my light on? I feel like, there we go. Okay. If for nothing else, I just want a picture of, I like having my wallpapers for my PCs. I like wallpapers from Farm Sim. You know, I dig it. I'm not feeling this one, though. Maybe we need to get harvesting, and I can get a picture of the old JD rocking the harvest. Maybe that's what I need. Sometimes I like texture wallpaper. You guys could care less. Couldn't care less, could you? Sometimes I like texture wallpapers. You know, wallpapers that are like super close-ups. You just don't really know what they are. Like, I would take this wallpaper. You know, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to do a lot of photography. I think I mentioned that before. Used to do a lot of photography. When in the film days, it tailored off for me when digital took over. I still did quite a bit towards the beginning, but I did a ton of photography with film. And I took me and a girl I was dating at the time. She was also into photography, which worked out really, really well for both of us because we had similar hobbies, you know, similar hobby. And we took a class together at the community college. Boy, this thing is really slow on the reverse. We took a class together, and it was a photography class. I learned a ton in that class. It was a great class. It was a very, it was a small class. I want to say like 20 people. But the person that taught the class was an ex-police photographer. Crime scene, I should be more specific. An ex-crime scene photographer. And I gotta tell you, I wasn't so sure about that. Like, not saying that I didn't think he could teach us anything, but I kind of questioned, like, shouldn't we be getting lessons from like a nature photographer or even a portrait photographer, you know, something like that, and not so much a photographer who specialized in crime scenes without getting explicit. Well, this dude, this old boy, knew what he was doing. And I'll tell you, the reason why I'm so glad we learned from him is because lighting and composition are like two extremely important things when it comes to photography, right? And this old boy knew both really, really well. In particular, lighting. Because when you think about it, if you're a crime scene photographer, you're probably going to be dealing in quite a few different environments when it comes to lighting. When's the last time, and by the way, may I interrupt briefly to ask you all, did you think you would be watching corn being harvested while talking about crime scene photography? Isn't that worth the price of admission right there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, you gotta at least work with me a little bit on this. I know I'm gonna, eventually somebody's just gonna call me out and say, dude, seriously, man, it's Farming Simulator. Can we just stick to the game? You know what I'm saying? But for now, we're having fun. But yeah, he taught me so much, and he was a super nice guy, and he fed off, he seemed to really feed off of the excitement of his class. And I felt really fortunate because people in our class were all really cool. Everybody really wanted to be there. Of course you wanted to be there because you were paying for it. It was a, you know, it was a adult learning class. So I would hope if you were paying for it, you would want to be there, right? And it was just fantastic. He'd send us home with homework. I need to stop talking, and we need to get something to collect this corn, and I don't think the forage wagon is going to work super well for us. Oh, shoot. You know what? Actually, this is okay. This is okay. I'm not... Oh, you know what? We don't need the case. Mr. Case, you can go right back in your holding cell. And I love this tractor, but I think it needs a couple of slight tweaks. But I love that case. This is what we want. Come on now, right? We've got just a hint of silage left, which... No spare capacity? You gotta be kidding me. Well, we're gonna make spare capacity. How much do we have left? About 13,647. This trailer's a bit misleading because it holds 200,000 liters, and I always think, oh, there's probably about 1,500 liters in there. We don't want to just throw away 13,000 liters of silage, so we're going to dump it in our multi-fruit silo. We can come back and get it later. Now we need to go get our corn. Our combine driver's going to be waiting for us. So yeah, it was a great class, and I learned a ton from him, and I owe a lot of what I learned to that dude. I wish I could remember his name. I cannot. I can picture his face and just him teaching us. He would send, like I said, he would send us home with homework, and we would have to do whatever that week's. I think it was weekly, maybe 2 times a week. I forget, but you know, he'd say, you know, go out and find this or that, or go out and you know, find lighting on this, because you have to remember too, this was in the days of film where you didn't have the luxury of being able to just take 1,000 pictures for free, basically take them home and do whatever you want to with them. You had to actually think about your image, and that's not fair. I mean, I'm kind of slamming on digital photography, but I feel there is a difference, right? Stop, Brad. And of course, we got into it. We were darkroom people. We loved using the darkroom and the enlarger and all that whatnot. But there were times when we didn't have access to a darkroom initially. We ended up making our own darkroom in a bathroom, which worked out fantastic. The bathroom could have been a little bit bigger. Probably would have been kind of nice. But we made do. It got a little weird when you wanted to... It got a little weird when you wanted to... get some of your film developed and somebody was taking a shower or going potty, but we worked around that. We took like this, the reason we used the bathroom, and not that you need to hear the details, but we used the bathroom because it was a master bedroom bathroom, and it was just the darkest room in the house. And you're supposed to match speed there, dude. I don't know what you're trying to prove. But it worked out great. We took a sheet of plywood, put it over the bathtub, and put our enlarger on that. And, man, look how beautiful. Beautiful. October is here on Tranquil Waters. Absolutely gorgeous. Speedboat. Now, Stevie... I have a question for you. I know Stevie's listening. I'm just kidding. He's not listening. Corn. Is there anything else we can do with corn other than pig food? And I think that's what we're going to use it for. I thought there might be a corn dryer on this map, but it does not look like it. So, we're just going to use corn for pig food. And I think both of our pig food productions need corn. Corn? Indeed. And what about the big one we put down? Where is that bad mamba jamba? Right here. It also needs corn. Yep, corn. But I think the smaller pig food production... I'm lost here. Here we go. Corn and barley, canola, and sugar beets. We are going to get, I forget what they're called again, but we are going to get, yeah, okay. Wow. We are going to be getting barley, I think. And sorghum we don't have. We are soybeans. We are going to be getting soybeans. So I'm kind of just looking at this large pig food production and thinking it's going to be a while before we get the rest of what's needed there. So we might be better off going to our small one. Actually, that's going to require potatoes. I think either way, we're going to be waiting. But I think Stevie has it set up on these silos that you can take out the raw products if they're not used already. If I'm not mistaken. Let's find out. Yeah, let's find out. I may be wrong on this. I often am. I would say I am incorrect on that assumption. Maybe it's the other one that allows you to do that. I thought they did. I thought one of these things did. Allowed us to take out the individual goods if they weren't used yet, but maybe not. That's all right. That's all right. We are going to get some stinking corn food, some pig food made if it kills me, which it probably will. It's just so beautiful out here at Tranquil Waters in October. I can like smell the campfires and oh man. We're going to get a decent amount of corn out of this field, I think. I'm going to have to stick with this, dude, if we plan on getting this done anytime soon. So yeah, that's kind of how things panned out with photography. And he was just he was really, really good. He told us a few stories, but nothing, you know, nothing too crazy he didn't get into. But really cool dude. And I would gladly, I think if I got back into photography today, I think I would still want to do film. There's just something to me, you know, something special about real film. But there are some amazing digital cameras out there. Wow. I had this early, I bought a digital camera early on. It was a, I think it was a Nikon. It was so, for what it was so expensive compared to today's. I think it was 2 megapixels. I mean, there are better cameras in our phones today, you know, than easily than what was available when I first started getting into the digital stuff. And I think it was a Nikon, I seem to remember. And I seem to remember like it being 2 megapixel, maybe 3, which was absolutely fantastic at the time. It was like, man, you can get like a 640 by 480 picture just sharp as all get out, right? And I really liked it because of the convenience, you know, of being able to just simply leave the house with the camera, not having to carry film, not having to get the processing done. There were a lot of nice advantages. But I also found myself, and this is my own fault, but I found myself becoming a little more lazy with my just my general photography. Like I just wasn't planning my pictures as much as I used to. I wasn't as worried about this or that or the other thing, because I knew that once I got it home and got it into Photoshop, you know, I can take care of that, or I can take care of this, you know. And there's some things you can do with film like that, with an enlarger. You know, there are tricks you can do, and I got it quite into that as well, but you're still a little more limited unless you're like stinking Ansel Adams or somebody that's really professional with that stuff. It's a lot more work with an enlarger. Man, I am driving like I've been drinking. But yeah, it's an amazing hobby. Highly recommend it if you're not into it. It's healthy. You get a lot of walking in. You can get a lot of walking in. It got my butt out of bed early in the morning than I probably would have on many occasions. Brad, you need to pick a lane and stick with it. And this matching speed mod for me is not going very well. Look at that though. Isn't that beautiful? Little John Deere harvesting action. Yeah. Go, baby. We are getting closer and closer to the big release. What is it? Is it the 22nd? Is that when Farm Sim? I keep wanting to say Platinum, but it's Premium, correct? And yeah, because Platinum was the Silver Run Forest and whatnot. But yeah, we're getting close to the Premium. I'm kind of geeked. I had bought a copy of, when they were on sale on Amazon, I picked up the box set, the collector's edition. of FS22. I picked it up primarily because it was fairly cheap and I wanted the beacon. And I'm a firm believer in supporting the software. Wow, I'm having a really tough time with words at the moment. With the development company, with Giants. And even if, that's why I buy DLC, even if I know I'm not going to use it, I buy it. I just want to support them for their work. That's kind of my bottom line. And so I decided, you know what, some money will go to them from buying this, and I kind of want the beacon. And there were a couple, 2-3 posters, some stickers, and a copy of the game, which I definitely didn't need. And it's been sitting on my shelf for a few months now, several months, just kind of collecting dust. And my kids don't want it. And if they did want to play Farm Sim, we can do like that Steam library sharing thing. But the other day, I was talking to a newbie at work. This guy started not too long ago, and he is younger than me by a mighty few years. But we got to talking about gaming and stuff, and turns out that he is just now really getting into American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. I love it when people discover a game like that you love already, like when people discover Farming Simulator and they really, really like it. I think that's a lot of fun. But anyways, he asked me if I played it. I'm like, oh yeah, love ATS, love ETS. He said, what other simulators do you play? And of course, you know, Farming Simulator. And he kind of just looks at me and he's like, really? He's like, does that... I've looked at that a few times when it's been on the Steam sale, but I just can't, you know, I can't see the fun in that after about 2 hours. It seems like it would just become really... And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, hold on a second. Let's just think about this. You're saying that you think Farming Simulator is going to become monotonous and redundant after about 2 hours. But yet, American Truck Simulator, you find that to be absolutely magical and have already put in like 30 hours of gameplay in like 2 weeks. And I kind of got a chuckle out of that because I'm thinking, you know how much more you can do in Farm Sim? But don't get me wrong, I love American Truck, but still. So I got to chatting a little bit with him about Farm Sim, and I think he kind of had the wrong idea of the game, kind of. Like, he didn't fully understand exactly how much there was to do. Plus, a lot of people, I think, when they get into it, they don't realize the amount of mods that are out there. Because he's going to be a PC player. And he is a PC player, I should say. So I'm like, you know what, dude? I got a copy at home that I am not going to use. It's still shrink wrapped in its little case, its little CD case. I'll bring it in and you can have it, and hopefully you can get some enjoyment out of it, you know. So I did. I brought him. I didn't bring him in the whole, you know, collector's pack. I brought him in just the disc case with the disc. And there was a I don't know if any of you own this, but there's like a piece of paper in there with a couple of digital codes for a couple of little tractors that you get for free as well, which I hadn't used. And I'm like, just have the code. Oh, speedboat. Here's the codes for these. Here's the game. Knock yourself out. Let me know what you think. And I think it was like a Thursday when I gave it to. It was Wednesday or Thursday. And I didn't hear anything from him. I know you're going to stop there, aren't you? That's okay. I get it. I understand why. I'm not going to yell at you. And I didn't hear from him. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because I don't want him to think that I'm like, hey, I gave you that game. Now you better play it. But Monday came around and I get this Teams message, Microsoft Teams message. And it says, dude, exclamation point. I am loving Farming Simulator. I haven't put it down. I think he said something like he installed it like Saturday morning, and he said he played on and off the whole day Saturday, stayed up late Saturday night, played it more Sunday. He said he is into it hard, and I just think that's awesome. I do. I love that. I absolutely love that. Somebody who didn't really know a thing about the game, thought it might be boring, and now they are like Farming Simulator hardcore. He's telling me, I mean, it's just funny. He's telling me all about, you know, like I said, he's a PC player, and he's telling me all about, you know, these mods that he's been, and he's asking me, that's part of the fun too, is he's asking me all of these questions, you know, like, I was watching YouTube and I saw this and I saw that, and how do I do this? And I'm just like, dude, I get it. It's awesome. But moral of the story, if you got a copy of Farming Simulator to share, I would suggest doing it because I think you're going to make a friend. But hey, everyone, I've gone long. I've gone longer than I expected. I need to say goodbye and wrap this up. I want to make sure this gets out on time and to you all. Processing has been a little bit funky lately with YouTube, so hopefully you have not experienced too many issues on your end with the quality of the playback. But you all take care of yourselves. Have a great Tuesday. We'll be back here tomorrow, Wednesday, for some more action and excitement. And yeah, I think October is going to be a good month for us. Lots of work. But thanks, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.